Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Noble Creation TV back to you with another exciting edition of Lions football talk. And today I just want to talk about a little bit about the situation with the running back situation and a little bit about the Detroit Lions and what we normally are accustomed to as fans. Now, we know that the draft is right around the corner. The draft is April 26th. So we're getting ready. And 9 times out of 10, I don't think that the Detroit Lions will take a running back in the first round, even though we know that we should be taking a running back in the first round because that's definitely the area of need. But I think the Detroit Lions will end up taking a linebacker, a edge rusher, or they'll end up taking an offensive lineman 9 times out of 10. But we'll see. We'll see will they surprise us this year. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? As far as yesterday, we brought in DeMarco Murray and we brought in Jonathan Stewart, and we did not sign both of those guys yesterday to a contract yet. So it appears to me I want to see what the Detroit Lions are going to do as far as what the Lions are going to do with Amir Abdullah and Theo Riddick, and they haven't said anything about Zach Zenner and Dwayne Washington and Tion Green as well. So you got all these running backs still on the roster. And now Bob Quinn mentioned in one of his interviews that he's going to keep at least 4 running backs every year. It's at least 4 running backs on the roster, which is true. You know, you got to have running backs on the roster because someone can get injured or get hurt at any time, and you don't know. So definitely, we know that the Detroit Lions need a game changer and a franchise running back. And there's a lot of running backs that's coming out into the draft class this year. We don't know who's going to be a stud until they put on the pads, and we'll find out who got what it takes. But on this talk today, guys, that I'm talking with you guys, I just want to talk a little bit about the situation with the running back because this is a position of need. The Detroit Lions have not had a running back since Barry Sanders. And what do I mean by that? And why do I say that phrase and why do I use that? Is because Barry Sanders was the last franchise running back that the Detroit Lions had. I'm not talking about all the different many faces that Detroit Lions had at running back. We're talking about they have not had a franchise running back in a while. And so it's very important, it's very vital for the Detroit Lions to really do their homework to find out which guy is going to be the guy for them. Whether it might be a Royce Freeman or Darius Geis or a Kalen Ballage or Rashard Penny or Nick Chubb or Sony Michel or Kerryon Johnson or any of these guys that's headed in the draft this year and headed in this deep running back draft class. The Detroit Lions just going to have to do the homework, and they're going to have to do what they need to do as far as getting a franchise running back with this team. Because let's be honest, guys, we suck at the running back position, and we got to get better at this position if we want to give help to the offense and not rely on Matthew Stafford doing it all. And a lot of teams have scouted us pretty well because they know that we are pass first team, so we're gonna always continue to pass first. Is what they say, long as Matthew Stafford is on the helm. But I think that a team has to have a balanced attack. And I'm not saying that the Lions rushing game has to, just dramatically change, but it has to get better. We know that the Detroit Lions run game has to get better. And that's why I've continually to focus on this area because this is really the area of need. Now, knowing the Detroit Lions like we do, we would end up picking someone else instead of the running back. And the Lions really need to think this out because every round that we have, we don't pick at the beginning of the rounds. We pick at the ending of the rounds that we have. And even I don't think that we even have a draft pick in round number 6. So we have basically round 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and then we skip 6 and we go to 7th. So the Detroit Lions are really going to have to do their homework because somebody else could get the guy that they're very much intrigued about and the guy that they're looking at. So I'm hoping that Detroit will do the homework as far as scouting these guys and seeing the best running back for them and who's going to be the game changer. And it's only, to me in this draft, it's a lot of running backs, but it's only a few game changers that's coming in the draft class. that can change a franchise, and that's what Detroit Lions need to do. They need to grab a franchise running back. It's time. It's been well overdue. We don't want to keep harping on Barry Sanders. Barry has he had a great career with the Detroit Lions, but it's over now. So now we're looking to the future to see what the future holds and holds for the Detroit Lions. So hopefully the Lions will, when the draft comes this April, that they'll get a franchise running back that'll be a featured back. Now, depending on how they're going to utilize Amir Abdullah and Theo Riddick or Tion Green, I don't know how these guys are going to utilize those guys, or even if those guys are going to remain on the team or be traded or whatever. But I figure like the Detroit Lions just need to do a clean sweep and start all over in the backfield. We had a lot of these guys on our team for years and years, and we have not really done anything with these guys. So they need to, whether they pick up DeMarco Murray or Jonathan Stewart, we don't know because they have not signed yet, even though they was in town. So we'll see, man, what goes on. But the Detroit Lions definitely need to consider the franchise running back with the number one 20th pick overall. But I know, knowing my Lions and knowing how the Lions get down, we will end up picking another position. And I'm not saying that this team doesn't have holes, because we do have holes. We do have other needs besides the running back. But I just think that the running back is the most important position. That is the game-changing position that we need as of right now. So, all right, you guys, this is Noble Creation TV. I'll be back to you soon. Let me know what you think in the comments in the inbox about the game changer at running back and a franchise running back. Peace.